Good morning. It's the morning. It's good. I'm awake. You're probably awake if you're watching this. Um, or if it even is still morning. Who knows? I don't know. Do you knows? Because I'm not really positive. So I'm excited because um my daughter's Christmas present comes in today. I'm really excited for that because I want to open it and see what it's like because it's like one of those things that you ordered, but you're not really completely positive what it's going to be like. So I hope that it's an appropriate size, that it's good, and that she likes it. I'm sure she's really going to like it. She's probably going to like blush, hug the item, and like run into her room. She's going to be so excited. Um, you know what? Oh, we gotta learn these things. Yeah, whatever you said, my dude. So switch it over to where you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm in my teapot right now, just because I'm trying to, like I haven't gotten all the furniture and stuff yet, but my thing's maxed out to where I get the like appropriate amount of like everything. So that's a thing. Um, I just go through and like learn everything at least once just because, you just need to learn everything at least once. I'm done in the teapot. I do want to like make my realms look cuter, but I want to finish, like, I want to get all of the furniture and stuff before I make everything look super cute. Like, it looks decent, but like not the best, if that makes sense. And I think this would look better if I didn't have like these things there, but we need these to like plant stuff that we need. Plant the stuff. So, I I've I want more of these. I need to plant a bunch of those one lilies so that I can get a different card back. Yeah, I'm purely doing it for the card back. It's like, give me the card back. All right. So there is a new TCG game inside of Genshin. It it it's interesting. And it kind of feels like they took a bunch of mechanics from a bunch of different games and kind of smushed them all together. Like, I like the concept that it includes dice a lot more, and I like that it uses the character abilities that they currently have as attacks. Um and essentially, like, you have to collect all the cards and stuff. So what we're gonna do first is we are gonna go over to Monostat and try to fight people with the cards. Now, speaking of cards, and I put it in the title, new MTG. I just did that as a funny. Anyways, speaking of MTG, they're supposed to do like this fireside chat at 11, so I might listen to that. And you guys are just gonna have to bear through it while it's live, just so that I could know what's going on with the state of Magic, because like, that's a very important thing right now. Um the state of Magic is in such turmoil right now that it's redonkulous. And it's like, well, and the funny thing is, a lot of card prices went up last night because they announced that this thing was happening. So I'm like, what like people do? Did people that were trying to, get rid of their collection and stuff go, wait up, hold up, I'm gonna see what they say. And I think this is really a determining point of what the future of Magic is, because if they say a bunch of things that people don't want to hear, I think at that point Magic is just gonna completely crash. Choose one summon on the opposing side and destroy it. Okay, that one can actually stay. Your active character for 2. That's okay. That one can go. This one can stay. That one can stay. So that one can go. I don't know what that one is. Next time you perform an action switch. Okay. We're gonna start with, what was this one? This one was a sword character, so we're gonna start with him. Just because we have an item that's gonna help him. I mean, we do have the lesser animal thing. Actually, we probably should have started with sucrose. I guess it depends on what we roll. And we'll kind of go from there. So I am probably gonna switch over to sucrose. First we're gonna play this. I'll play this. Now we have two here. I don't know what her things are. I'm gonna just switch over to her.
I want to help.
Um,
Animal test 6308.
my opponent's turn. They switched. Okay. It only does one. What we got? I'm actually gonna play this on him. And then switch gear.
Ready when you are.
And we are done for that turn. Hide. Get an end round. We don't have a geo person. We don't really need a heal either. Oh, that was a nice roll for him. Really nice roll for him. Okay.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Probably gonna switch. What do we have? Heal. Heal. We're just gonna heal him for one for free. Then end our turn. Fire and a book. Okay, let's see what we roll. A big mosh podge of stuff. You know, we haven't rolled like any fire like at all, which is interesting. All right. I don't know. Okay.
Cool it.
That was just an easy thing. He's already done it over with. Is this? We got 500 coin monies so that we can go get more cards. So, oh, wow, you're better than the regulars here. I think there's another person up here that wanted to like duel. Who wants to duel? I really need to go right here. we're gonna go battle this person and then this person in this card game. And then we're gonna go do the main quest that we're doing right now. The funny thing is, my daughter ended up pulling the character that she wanted. And it was just funny. What's up with you, man? Furnishings. Oh, I bought all the stuff that he has. Does he pop up on the... He doesn't... Hi. What is this? He doesn't pop up on here. So I guess you just have to find these random furnishing guys. Hello. How you doing? I gotta find where this card person is. I wonder if they're either behind or they're behind. Don't know. My lovely belly hurts. Oh no, did you eat something bad? Challenge! I don't even want to look at your deck. I'm just gonna smash you with my people. So Genshin now has a card game inside of them. We don't need Hydro. We don't need that. I'll keep that. And what is this? I don't want that. I don't know, it's just random. Let's see. We're gonna go with...
Let's go.
What is this over here? Why do I have a person? Nice. Get rid of all these. Give me some more fire. Didn't give me much at all. Can you use a skill that has already been used this round? Spend one less dice? Interesting. Okay. So this is Genshin Impact. Normally, oh man, it's making me use both my fire because they were the only ones that were the same, but that's okay. Insufficient dice. Let's turn. Can I turn it into something else? Hold on. No, I can only turn it into pyro, which kind of sucks. Okay, I guess I'm passing my turn because... No, I'll get rid of this. We're gonna turn this one into fire. So, Genshin Impact is a free-to-play game. It's on PlayStation, mobile, and PC. This is a new thing that they introduced inside of it, and is essentially like a TCG of the characters themselves. So I have 3 of the characters as like my starting deck. And it just started yesterday, so like I haven't really played it yet. Can he do anything he can? He can do this. All right. I want to keep this sword, so I guess that's all that I'm doing. End round. I think it's interesting, but a lot of games are implementing like their own TCGs inside their games. Like ESO recently implemented a card game inside theirs as well. So it's like, is this a new fad to implement card games inside? I think this is interesting because you have to like roll your points to do different actions. What's this? Shift one weapon. I don't need a switch a weapon. All right, we're going to change that one so that he can whack him. And then we have a bunch of ammo. So we are going to... We can still attack with him, but that's 3. We're gonna switch over using that.
I can do it.
And we're gonna do...
Absorption test.
We're gonna equip the sword to him. Ta-doo! And then end our turn. End our round. So it's pretty much like when you run out of dice, you have to end your round. Thank you. It's very soft and very hoodie. And it's like one of those that not very long. Like I wish it was longer, but it's fine. The sleeves are pretty nice. They're like different than normal hoodies. But it's very soft. It's like super soft. That. I really like the color. It's a weird color. Got a book. We have Sucrose out right now. So let's give her... Yeah, that's fine. Give her a book. And then she can kill both of those at the same time. Because they had different elemental things on them, she pretty much was able to use animal, which in the game itself swirls different elements. So she was able to hit multiple people because they were charged with different things. And it looks like that we got a support card now. So it's interesting that they took the concepts of the normal game and kind of imbued it into the card game. All right, I'm gonna go do the main quest that I was working on. We'll turn that off, which is all the way over here. We're gonna go navigate to this now. How are those tightening strings even called? I don't know. They're just strings. It's shoelaces on shoes. Yeah. I don't know. The drawstrings. They're drawstrings is what they're called. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, I don't know. It's just strings. I remembered because yesterday, my hubs was complaining about all of his shorts because all of his shorts don't have the drawstrings in it anymore. He's like, oh, my shorts keep falling off my butt because I don't have no drawstrings. I'm laughing because we were lifting the other day and we were doing squats, and as he came down, like, his whole butt was out. I'm like, what's up with the pants you're wearing? My pants ain't got no strings. It's so funny. I'm so glad we have our own gym and it was just me and him lifting because that was so funny. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm so glad we weren't in public when you were trying to do this. Oh, it was great. So pretty much I need to get him more shorts and pants apparently. It was just funny.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Right? I've been dying laughing. I'm like, it was too bad that he was like squatting like a lot. Otherwise, I would have been a little, it would have been funny. It would have just been funny.
If it's because of that battle on the
So I've been working on Christmas presents. And I'll show you what I've been doing. So I'm making these, and like on the other side, there's a lot of pictures and stuff of like my family members. But these are the backs. I still gotta trim the flash off of this one. But I have 2 more sitting over there. And it's like, it takes forever because it takes a day to cure. And it takes like an hour to get them ready. And it's like, oh, I have 10 more to make. And I only have, and it's of the family one, so I only have 1 mold, so it's gonna take freaking forever. I'm tired of smelling the stuff.
Is it really as big? Really? Wow. He was called away.
I have to do this quest so that I can do the next quest.
I thought they'd come to arrest him at first.
Oh, I still have to do the trials. Maybe I'll do the trials before I finish this quest. So the trials lets you try out characters essentially that you don't have. Defeat 2 or more character cards. Woo! Reach player level 10. I don't even know what player level I'm at. No clue. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Events. So this is the new character that my daughter absolutely wanted. She did end up pulling this character. So I was like, "Ha, I seen this morning you didn't pull your boyfriend." And she, of course her face was red. She's like, I have him. And I'm like, what? Did you just pull him? Because it was like an hour of her being home or something like that. Oh, he works decent. He's like in the air. That's interesting. Was he just a magic user then? Yeah, he is a magic user. This is the first magic user I've actually liked. What's his thing do? Oh, okay. Man, I hope I pull him because I'm going to use him in my second team. I actually like how he moves. So I'm very particular with some of the characters I use. I don't like slow and bulky. I don't like like shielding. I like quick, fast. So like that was really nice. I liked how his play style is. And it sucks because like when some characters are like really good, you're like, he's good, but I can't play him properly because it's not my play style. Just like this guy, he's decent. But I don't like his play style. I have used him before. He is one of the faster of the claymores. I have to say that. And he is a cute little cow. Look at it. It's just so cute. What's better, water or fire? It depends on the situation. Like if I'm cold, fire's good. But if like I'm hot, water's good. I think everything has like a situational kind of aspect to it. Like there's not any one or right answer. Right or wrong answer. Man, he's flexible. He's like bending himself in half while he swings that freaking thing. We got the reward. Woohoo! All right, got that done. Oh, no, I didn't want to hit try. I wanted to hit claim. Dang it. Yeah, I want to leave this domain. I didn't mean to enter that domain. My brain is just like push buttons, that button, push that button. and it just does it sometimes, and it sucks because it's like, no, that's not the one I wanted. This is a new chick. This is in progress. Oh, because I didn't hit try. I'm like, why does it say in progress? This is just weird. My daughter pulled this chick too. She's like, I got the chick with the weird hair. She kind of reminds me of Hatsune Miku. Instead of like squares, she has triangles and X's on her head, but it's like a very similar hairstyle, just not as long. Apparently she's getting angry and thinking about stuff. All right, let's see how she runs. I assume, she's a bow user. Freaking hate bow users with a passion. Like, I hate them more than anything. What is she though? Is she Animo? Yeah. I'm not very good with bow users just because I don't like them. I just don't like them. Her bow charge is up pretty fast though. Oh. She snagged the ice person's thing. He's decent for a bow user. I just don't like bow people. I feel like they're too slow. Like, they're good for like utility, like situational things, like, but just I can't not like it. I know that's a double negative and it doesn't make sense, but my kids used to say it like that when they were younger, so I'm kind of just like stuck saying it like that, even though I know it doesn't make any sense.
We'll see about that.
Yes. He's gonna die. See, I suck at using bow people too. Is that the last one? Please be the last guy. Thank you. Thank you. I think that was the last one that actually gave me primo gems. But I'm still gonna do the other two. I think the other two were older characters, maybe? I hit that button again! No! Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands up and hands down. At 11, I'm going to listen to the fireside thing as long as it's live. Oh, it gave me scarabs. That's nice. I needed some of those. Because you need like 1 billion of them for freaking cryo to level him up. Now, I did just pull him. He is also a bow user. He has a bow weird, though. He's Geo. Yeah, I don't think I like him.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
He's really fast, though. I'm not really sure what this ring does.
Come on.
Not really sure what this does.
Press the advantage.
This does either. The little floating kitty cat. It seems like it's pulsating. This is definitely a character I'm not going to use.
Charge!
It's like one of those another situational things. Like if I need to be precise with this element.
Everyone on me! Advance! Charge!
I gotta farm for some
Follow my lead.
freaking artifacts too.
Fall in.
Button. It keeps reminding me of quests that I like accepted but just haven't done yet. Like, by the way, you should do this quest right now. Said you're going to. I think he was like too short to get hit for a second. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna do anything, my dude.
Fall in. Everyone on me.
And you can't even do both of those at the same time, it looks like, now that I see. I wasted the one.
Charge!
It does use that cat guy that pops up, so that makes sense. Glad there's not a time limit on this. Like 15 hours later. Watch me suck at bow people. Fantastic with them. Go collect the rewards. The rewards, they shall be collected. I put the correct button this time. Now we just have to do... So Yang Feng I already have. She's essentially a magic user. She has... I think they call it conduit. She's decent, not really fast. And her fireballs sometimes don't even go towards what you're trying to hit.
Incinerate!
I've had like a few times where her fireballs just weren't hitting. Gonna stomp random statues on people's heads. See, this one's gonna be easy. Of course, they gave us all enemies that were quickly beaten. Alright, so we're done with the test, people. I can go back to doing the quest, because the quest that I'm currently doing, I have to finish this quest so that I can, my hair was like in my ear in my headset, which is so weird. I wonder if the card thing is going to be an ongoing thing or if it's just going to be temporarily. Hopefully it's an ongoing thing because I think it's a cute concept. I guess it matters how well it does if people actually do it. I mean, people are going to do it in general just to get the rewards because my daughter was like growling. She's like, must play this. Get primo gems. And it's like, all right there. I think you're
Time to go.
think you got an addiction or something. You know, you're growling at me about primo gems. I was definitely not gonna walk all that way. We're just gonna teleport. She's a very interesting character. She just she's very enthusiastic. It's enjoyable that she likes You know, she likes the things that she likes.
Time to go.
And I try, like, as a parent to praise that, because, like, when I was younger, like, the things that I liked were really, like, downplayed and, like, made fun of, even by my mom. Like, video games and, you know, like, art. Like, she would tell me that whatever I was doing was ugly, or I wonder if it's inside this building. Is there a front? How do I go inside this building? Or maybe it's on the other side. I think it's on the other side. It looks like there's an entrance over there. I'm just gonna crawl on the roofs of things until I figure out where I'm supposed to be going, because that's just how I roll. Anyways, like, when I was little, like, playing video games was a waste of time, and, like, it was, like, my mom would play, like, games with us sometimes,
It's you.
but,
Greetings.
like,
We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat
I've heard a
smart.
thing or
There was
two.
once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui.
Oh.
Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek, with the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings you will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara.
I sense some hesitation in your... Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the...
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so...
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara... Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What?
Oh.
That doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person...
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being... But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation...
This is precisely why I encourage you to give...
We all know how he was able to use two different visions, though. Like, his bestie's
In fact,
vision
let's put this discussion on hold for the moment.
was
Well,
powered for
what brings the two of you?
Yikes.
a second.
Nearly
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
as I'm just playing with my hair while the freaking
Indeed.
story's going.
Sounds
I have like my
highly
knee up
impressive.
on the table.
Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury.
In that case, I will send some men out.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter, and I will first join the Traveler in investigating the...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
He's like, we're gonna go fight this person that attacked you because they thought you were me. So yesterday when I was playing, essentially like we were wandering around and this guy was like, bruh, do you know where this guy is? And the funny thing is, like, he's right here. He's one of the characters that I use. And I was like, I'm technically right here, but I'm not. But he's like, and it showed like my Traveler, which uses a wrong button. I put my finger on the E instead of the W. But it was like, oh, you're not him. I thought you were him because you also have a sword. And it's like, well, he and her don't look anything similar to each other. So, like, how did you confuse the two? It was just interesting. It was funny. It's like, all right. If you think that those guys are similar to each other, I guess. I don't know. I'm sitting all comfy now. Oops, I dropped something. What did I drop? I don't know why this, there we go. Drawer wasn't going all the way in. Maybe it was something in the drawer. Like that guy's outfit. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. The complete opposite wrong way too. Like that did not. I'm gonna buy some stuff this guy has first. I'd like to see the menu. I have to buy fish. I'm always out of freaking fish. Bacon, flour, sugar. Okay, we're good. They haven't. Oop, apparently I was climbing that. It's fine. So I'm really close on my Pokemans. I like calling them Pokemans for some reason. I've been doing it for years. I don't know why. And I think it's because that's what my dad called it once. He's like, you and your Pokemans. Like, yeah, Dad. Playing some Pokemans. Anyways. So I'm really close to completing my Pokédex. I'm trying to do it without help. I did have a teensy little bit of help, and that was my buddy sent me 2 of the starters that I didn't have. So it was like, yay! Thanks for the starters I didn't have. But I'm gonna start Violet now because I've been playing Scarlet. So I have my Switch right here.
Let me think.
But I don't have it like set up to where I could stream anymore, just because like I want to play Pokemon like on its own.
Please.
Millions of Mora.
No matter. Sorry, but I wouldn't know where.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any... The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought...
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little... If anyone had been out there attacking people...
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run.
I still find it difficult to
The
believe
trail.
who
It is
could
cold.
possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
I'm gonna plug that in as long as it doesn't start like super beeping.
I am well aware of your talent. It would cause me great grief to see some for the poor victim.
Don't worry, we'll find.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero that...
You flatter me.
You are much too... Oh, actually, let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like...
All right then. Recently, one of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other...
Amenoma.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is.
Understood. Though it seems.
Sure, can't hurt.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some.
Sounds good.
Investigation. Initiation. I'm gonna collect these random quests. Just so that I have them. What happened? What about pizza? Maybe I'll get a new recipe. That'd be cool. Oh. It's you, traveler. Thank goodness for you being a traveler. It's like I'm a little like errand person. It's just like, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you go get me 10 flowers? I need 10 flowers. And they're always asking for like some of them are asking for like really dumb stuff that I already have, so it's like, yay, free stuff. But some of them are like really like treacherous, and it's like, I need you to go traverse the stuff to do the things, and it's just like, OMG. So like, yeah, I have to do this one to do this one. I still gotta do this one too. I gotta do look at all these quests I gotta do. I'm gonna just have to sit down one day and work like on all the quests. One of the commissions is up here too. Let's see if we could at least start it. Hello. Thank you, big sis. All right, little bro, I got you. I'll do that later though. I gotta go this way. Where do I even have to go? Down here. Like I went the opposite way of what I was supposed to go. Like always. Like I never know which way I'm supposed to actually go. At least this this map is static. The map on Pokemon has been driving me absolutely insane.
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden the techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade.
So sick.
It is a great pity indeed. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and there is nothing mystical to our work. As for the art of the Kaedahara clan...
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and for only a blade thus forged.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Samurai choose their blade.
What?
But
Indubitably.
Choose it. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate me. But let's get back on topic. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may.
Yes.
I just like listening to freaking Kazuha talk.
Say a word before he left, but I've done what I can.
It's like so soothing. Like you just want to like listen to him tell you a story and take a nap.
I heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too.
Yes. On the morning that I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. After that. Yes. Strange, isn't it? If I had to guess, he's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing. And consent, he is extraordinarily talented in martial.
Truth be told, we have some information based on the evidence we have gathered so far. Only.
What? No. He is humble and kind. Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain. But, with that said, I also cannot know what course of act. Anyway, should you.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think you.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Let's go. Kokomo. Go, go, Godzilla.
Time to go.
Go up this hill. I probably could have took another way here, but this dog looks just like my dog, except she's less fuzzy. Like, she doesn't have the poofy mane that a collie has.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to. My husband has gone
No, you misunderstand us.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the. With this in mind,
For example, Paimon.
That's a long story. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to. Everything was fine when we first got married.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa.
and that led to.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink.
To
After
the
I said
brink
those
of
words,
despair.
He froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
Yeah, I
His voice
rummaged
was so
my.
weak and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged his bad habits,
Important to set
we wouldn't have
boundaries.
found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me.
I brushed my hair a couple times this morning, and it's still
The
Still
next
is
thing I heard
just-
was that our warehouse.
I see. Amenoma Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke.
At first, I assumed they must have got, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's.
Maybe he.
I don't know. He just Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been. Even though I'm still. As long as he's willing to turn over a new.
Please don't get upset. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, but the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya.
A little confusing.
Let's try a change of scenery and see. Rest assured, we'll note.
Thank you so much.
Case of the missing peoples. We're detectives
Based on the
now.
information we've gathered
We need a
so
cool
far,
hat,
I can only
and a
surmise
notebook,
that the sales meeting
and a
between
trench
the two
coat,
men was somehow
a beige
catalyst
trench
for
coat.
the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in. Do you have any thoughts?
Well? Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
An interesting explanation. Amenoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or they thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryo Commission. But it's a far-fetched theory. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, the more I ponder it, the more puzzling it be. Right. Although the time Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguished.
Darn! We thought thought we could.
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nugget.
Okay, but
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
To the warehouse. Let's see. It's all the way over here. This is where the first guy attacked me. It was like over there.
Wait. I hear something ominous.
oh, this must be another one of those sounds. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief.
Now I'm picking up a strong
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed. But this unexpected... We should remain vigilant.
Remain vigilant. We found a random
So
thingy.
it's an under.
The force is definitely The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with.
So what should we?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the... You needn't worry.
Alright, you open the door. A bunny or something's gonna hop out.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire...
That was too scary.
All we can do now is keep searching in the two ordinary humans.
Said the boogeyman was gonna jump out.
It's Tarigami. Yes, let's go. Quiet your mind and focus.
That one. I'm trying to find the button that I was using before. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
Well, obviously those ones do that. I'm gonna push all these buttons until I find the one that I want. No? Hey, Danger. How you doing? Has to be. Print. Jump. Quick gadget. Interaction in certain game modes is T. Switch. What? Left alt switch character. Oh, it doesn't let me change that. I'm on Adventure Handbook, Wish. Open the settings. Quest. It's hold. Okay. I'm okay. Okay, it's icy today. Oh no! I found it. I had to hold the button. Follow the scent. The scent. Oh, it's this black scent. It's super smelly. I was looking for this button the other day. I pushed it and it didn't do anything. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold the button. Oop.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Drawing their attention. Oh, you and me. Oh, reinforcements. I was not expecting that. Well, now they're dead.
It's
Oh, DJ, did you get Pokemons? Oh, that felt good.
by the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of, well,
I am not Nagato. I was wounded by the other guy. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. Ugh, it hurts.
According to this letter, a conflict arose. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nut.
So,
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that it's Horus. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. Yes, right. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately,
right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, for a practitioner of the martial arts, all the clues that at first seemed disparate. I have a hypothesis that
Wait! You figured it out?
I believe so. But on with the search.
On with the search. We're searching for searchingness. Oh, now there's floaty floatness that we gotta go through. Oh. We're here. The boat.
Why here?
I'm not sure. But show yourself!
Hmm.
Kaide Harakazua. It's you.
You.
Last.
Aha! What's your problem, huh?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is. Whoa, whoa! Surely.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to suck. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of, or rather, as a means to occupy.
You're sharper than I thought. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. As a descendant of the Kaidehara clan.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden show. He was a bladesmith of great renown. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength. In her conceit,
The Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but the people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
So tell me, what happens to those you've...
My hosts? Who cares what happens when they got tired or injured or unusable? I hopped to the next one in line. After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destiny. Kaede Harakazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Now give your body over to me. How about... I like how it shows him as a trial user, even though I was already using him. But because I was already using him, he's not even showing up as one of my normal characters, which is interesting.
Do not stand in my way.
Your bluff's fooling no...
Lost. I can never lose. Even if you defeat me here, he is but a puppet that can be replaced. The end result is the same. And even if I were to lose my physical form, by any means necessary.
Your fighting style. It is, but from your movements, I sense only hatred.
Really? You can...
As I've mentioned before, since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, if you ask me, the mania is probably due to...
Are you trying to claim that I am on his deathbed? He passed to me all of in that regard. Why?
Because all of that is in the... I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in... Now that I've seen inside your mind, after all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point...
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to... Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong. You were determined to fulfill your maker's... I think you realized your limitations, but the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled even if you were to sever that divine light.
Excuse me.
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who will... How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in...
Silence! I must achieve. I will concede that you are most perceptive.
And you should...
Easy for you to say. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaid.
How stubbornly you I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state.
What? Surely...
Very well. Then find yourself some... Once we have dealt with them.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose...
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't
Oh,
do
shiznit.
this, he'll forever be the blade's
Hold on.
puppet.
I have to register to listen to it? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to listen to this webcast. Wow. Let's see if somebody's streaming it so that I can listen to it. Fireside.
The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is the power of the Tatarigami lies in even if things we have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. Now, take me in your hand.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first. It's all right. So far, this was... I will.
What should we do next?
We find some... Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of... If he wants to avoid reality...
Wait a minute. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned the...
all right.
What about Amenoma Yuya?
Casual.
What should we do with...
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail up.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, fine.
Four. I'm listening to somebody's stream. I don't know if you guys can actually hear it. I don't think you guys can hear it, which is fine. So pretty much
Leave everything on this journey to me.
They've just been giving like background information and stuff like that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he...
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather, let's keep going.
Ooh. I think that magic is gonna tank like after this like webinar thing. Like I think a lot of people are gonna dump their collections because so far all they did was give a synopsis of what magic is, and then a guy is like bragging.
sense that he cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely.
But what would that...
I will be careful with it. He's still.
It's made the business healthier than ever. You guys can't hear this, but like, oh my goodness. Dude, you just got your freaking business downgraded, double downgraded stocks. It's not healthy. You're gonna hear me ranting about Magic now.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking? Is this the same blade as before?
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi. Much less. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But it barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I've finally figured out why it was that you wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. But regrettably, we are nothing else. The only one who truly understands.
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming? Yup. We can help.
Don't worry. It's just. The wind knows me. Into the wind.
You fought way better.
You are a true Kaede. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor I thought that if I could achieve.
But in this too, you have.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi.
Actually,
They're just like,
this is just a generic blade that I.
What?
they're just like listing off a bunch of different
Forging and
franchises that they want to do secret layers
they are
for.
not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years. Skill. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, Tatarigami is a malevolence from the. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you. The part
Exclusive promos for their Wizards stores. It just seems like they're continuing to shit on fucking.
I resisted its temptations because I feel a great sense of the moment you embarked on. You have known this for a long time.
He gave me
Local
everything.
game stores.
How could I said to him, "Do not worry." How?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motive. When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was a bladesmith. A newly forged blade lay by his side.
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of his life in the forge. He felt intense regret at being so he instructed this sentient. All he wanted to show was that they.
So that's but after that, the
Right. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost it. Yes, time would not wait or stop. He seems to have calmed down.
When I once told him that I would but darkness. Not only did I.
You are finally seeing.
I'm just kind of
reality.
listening to this
Since we agreed to
live thing that I'm
terms,
listening to.
but I still cannot bring myself to foresee. So, may I ask?
Hey! Now
It has has to be done in this my physical form.
His attitude. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You.
Oh?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood.
I see. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true, if a duel can help to set this, I do not wish to be a mere...
There's no need to worry. We'll...
Thanks for your help. Oh no.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel...
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let still. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ish...
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with...
It is my honor.
Wind strike. Time to go. That hurts. One with nature.
I like dodged straight into his freaking thing.
Thank you for the
Oh.
experience. Although he appears battered and broken, his sense of savage cruelty.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that had...
You need not seek my forgiveness. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgression. I strayed far from the straight, and I beseech you.
Yes. I too trust Mr.
Thank you. So
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to...
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to...
It's Yuya! You have
Oh
returned.
shit! The stocks for Hasbro are like just plummeting.
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that
A prized Ishin blade. But I have some good news as well.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live.
What Pokemon you got?
And now
I
that Yuya
got
is back,
um
seems like the
I have
final
Scarlet
ending
and
to the
Violet.
story.
I think I know what you want.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade...
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What? No way!
He tells me that he's... I have decided...
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later.
Wow. Oh, Hasbro stock is gonna go so... They pretty much said, fuck you, we're just gonna keep... Wow. I'm listening to Magic the Gathering Fireside Chat right now, and they just fucked the game.
Okay.
I
I'm
play
ready.
Scarlet more than I play Violet, but I am starting a game of Violet.
Please, stay...
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise.
There's no benefits. You just killed Magic by that statement. Literally, you just killed. Like, everyone's gonna be dumping their collections even more because you just said you don't care about the community by overprinting everything so everybody has cards. No, there's no value if everybody has cards. LGSs aren't growing. You made the cards worthless by overprinting them. You freaking... You guys don't understand this.
But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies.
Unbelievable.
Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by
Everybody in this guy's chat is like, not buying new Magic anymore. No more new Magic ever.
Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years,
And everyone's like, just starve it. Don't buy anything. Just let the company die.
shame to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind.
And the interviewer is really trying to keep asking questions to get the answers we actually want, because like the fireside people are just kind of skating around it and answering it, and it's like that's not even what she asked.
So, that's his consciousness.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time it seems like deep depth only in the final moments.
Sometimes we listen to customer feedback.
Like he really
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward
Hold on.
also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I understand. Hearing his wish to rival your quest to face the gods after everything I've seen,
Oh,
I will continue to support you from this point.
wait! Shouldn't we all...
Oh, you're right. And it's also time to give him a...
Oh my god. No, resale values have gone down so far. Are you not even looking at the market after you guys sell your fucking packs?
The Tenryou Commission.
Wow, you should...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon by means of a series of... And so, the Kaidahara clan... Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand.
I am aware, but I still did...
Very well, I can understand. However, if you should ever change your mind...
Great.
Where will you travel to?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Woohoo! We got that done.
A whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too...
Oh, I got that sword? This pretty much is... Okay, I can actually do this one now. I assume that he's going to be involved into this and why we had to do his story first.
Come on, serious.
Well, if it's facts and logic.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of
Oh.
research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay.
Yes, you came to me. So all the more reason to take my advice.
Did one of them just mention Tatarasuna? Is it just Paimon or is it kinda new? Great! Let's go find out what this Tatarasuna mystery is all about.
All right, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Oh, you.
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No. Of course I believe you. This is my first time coming face to face with you.
Oh, so what? For the love of... traveler, I hear you've...
Actually, we don't know much about that place either.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's...
If you don't mind,
hold on, Sawada. Don't you think...
Well, fair point. In that
Let me give you some back, but in the end, he threw it in... Apart from the sword maker...
That's right. Akabas...
So first the string...
Yes, my thoughts exact...
Stop, Shop!
This part's important. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. Even back then, Tatar...
Wait, so there are two
That's right! What's...
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like...
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. Something then seems to have happened in the
The Kaidahara clan.
Sawada, you left out the biggest...
Oh, yes, of course.
Get to the point.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks...
No! Paimon just...
I agree. It does. But consider...
Sorry, I'm just being quiet. I'm listening to this
Oh, and please...
freaking
read my essay.
podcast that you guys can't hear.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essay... Oh! How about...
Wait! You're allowed to just make stuff up?
Akaba, look. Your Besides, if they're really...
Good point. Okay.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll...
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about. Okay, then even if we, after all, we kicked his butt, if you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in... Ah! Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... The Balladeer! Quick, let's catch up and see.
I know I'm not very entertaining today.
Traveler, Paimon, they're Nahida. Bad, did he escape or?
Sure enough.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surstan? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? But if that's the case, why haven't you done—
Don't flatter yourself. It was...
so if it were up to you—
well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's worried about you.
It's not every day you see people
Don't you dare try to drive... As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the...
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you—
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui senses. Wait a second. Former? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. So as long as you have some value to offer, well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate—
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings. And you said you...
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear.
Yeah, obviously! Then let's put that discussion to... Today can be a trial run.
All right, then I'll—
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you... Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had... It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't... He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost... The amount of information in Irminsul... So I asked the Balladeer to search... Exactly! Or... I understand. But how things will go in the future, our minds have connected several times before. There's a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. As Sumeru's deity, if this deal with the Balladeer can... It's my pleasure, really. Paimon's still worried about... I was going to contact you about that. In fact, I was going to... Even though he only has... Of course, I'll be there to help guide you. Great. Prepare yourselves. Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut the
They're
captive short
ending.
just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
I'm like watching the stock prices.
Shut your beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets
Sorry,
to
I
be
keep
so
clicking
smart.
I
random
understand
stuff.
that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release.
Sounds like a successful run. I need to be quite unlike anywhere else. I know there are many grievances between... Fine. Let's call it true.
Let's cut each other per my agreement with If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Is this a small sap? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here, pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants...
Lesser Lord Kusanal?
Can you still sense where the heart...
Yes. Permission?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay.
Hey, so... what are you...
I was just imagining the look on your... Anything's possible in here.
What is that? I'm gonna touch it.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul.
Oh, don't
Be
touch them.
careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
I think Paimon doesn't like this guy.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida The rest is up to you.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with Traveler. Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes. I've also... Huh? What the... We can talk to each other inside our heads? That's part of... Paimon's never tried this, so... Paimon's been wanting to ask... As I've told you before, there are still some... Perhaps today will be the... Well done. So... You made contact with that part of his...
I gotta make a tweet.
Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Okay, I'm good now.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today. If you mean the mysterious event? Really? Because... Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Somehow the stock is going up, which is unbelievable.
Well, they guessed right.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
It's gone up a little bit.
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Of course you do.
So...
Still looking.
Wait!
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. Right now, we have to keep... Huh?
Yeah, that podcast was definitely a middle finger to everyone's.
Siblings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the...
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this...
There's no one else who can enter the furnace.
Is that so?
Huh. It's...
Whoa!
Oh, so that's why we had to do that one from before.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great under your leadership. As I understand, the forging industry with crystal skills, blood.
Yes, well, you allowed Akame to... Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants.
You flatter me.
So you say, Escher.
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate. What have we gained from adopting your new technology?
Blame me. It's my fault.
Ominous black smoke, and recently, none of the people who went out to get help. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
I have Violet right here. I'm gonna start a game later.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Oh, what's wrong with my shiny bear? He's adorable.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Tor...
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a...
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I've...
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force... I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your eye...
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have a...
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where...
You...
You're a little smarter than I thought I'd disguise. It's a long journey. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity. And what I
What
seek in
Pokemons?
Tatarasuna.
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one.
Whoever you're
I
working
gotta
for
start
will
my
get rid of
Violet.
this.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have. If you must know, I'm happy.
Fatui?
Just to create a...
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology.
All right, I'm gonna end that podcast I was listening to. So, you know, I play Magic the Gathering, and there was like a big announcement stream today, and it was,
when they are filled with hate. Make no mistake.
and you know, it was like what's happening in the state of Magic. There's been a lot of questions, and questions were asked, and dumbass answers were given, and they're not good answers. Pretty much what they said is, we are trying to make money off you. We're going to continue making money off you. We're going to print more and not listen to the community. And it's just terrible. It's just awful. They're literally killing the game.
Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into... But why did we see things from...
Sounds like Pokemon, just kidding. Oh, the stock went back down. It was like, it was here, and then it went, and then it went up a little, and then it went, and I think it's gonna continue going down. I'm just like watching the stock for this play.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant you know very well what that means. Let's give him some space. We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
So,
I'm still confused about the
that just made me think of like the freaking yeah.
But why is that
It reminds me of the flamingo named Flamingo. I'm like, I mean it's Flamigo, but they just took out one letter.
So now you have the
I mean, the original game they just flipped the word snake, and you know it's Ekans.
experiment planned by the of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment. The ballot after the events you just saw in that memory. The doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then the load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace and Shirix the mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one the mechanic removed the withered heart from the device. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and
Hate that Drowsy was one of the Pokemon I didn't have near the end of my Pokédex. Really? That was like one of the first Pokemon that I found was Drowsy. Like Drowsy and Haunter.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's...
Really? There's like a whole bunch of Drowsy over there for me.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dotori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Yeah, the Drowsy was at some runes I saw. So like when you start the game and go off to like the right side, there was like Drowsy and Ghastly at those ruins.
Shall we see how he's doing?
Go give him a hug.
Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I almost think that qualifies me to... It won't.
I'm halfway through the last ones on Scarlet. Like I need 4 more stakes and then I'll get that one.
Hey, are you...
That's why we're here.
But I wanted to start Violet so that I could get, you know, the legendary and whatnot.
No information about the
But Scarlet's gonna be my main game.
Find anything, that seems to... Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me, just... you look really upset. Well, since Ermin...
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens...
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. Did you get all that, Lesser?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me. I shared a secret with you. And now you owe me. So in return, I'd give me your hand.
over myself. I got I was just like, just the way that one was worded was so funny. I spit all over my screen. Oh my goodness.
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. So tell me, in this world, is it possible? Done.
Huh? What the?
Nothing. How it... So long.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimon, those who died in Tatarasuna because of me, deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't...
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared.
He's trying to right his wrongs, I think.
Oh no, he's really gone. Oh, Nihida! Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. What happened? It was the Balladeer's fault. I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Where the heck did he go? Oh, don't be. It's not your fault. We're running out of time.
This is my waiting scream dance. Or waiting scream. Screen! Screen dance.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged. I'm sorry, but... An emergency? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some... Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
Why is your dog being a butt?
Right. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no... So... Paimon's so Huh? Ah! Sorry. Paimon accidental, but... Erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that...
He ran into me being hyper. Dude, my dog took me out the other day because he was running through the house and he came up behind me and like hit me right in the back of the knee and I was like, whoa! Are you serious? And then my other dog, because she has that large tumor on her, she'll come up to you like she's walking next to you, but that thing will hit you. It's the perfect height for the back of your knee. And then it's like, you're down to the count. He did a little yo. Like, you're in my way.
Won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
I mean, you have a little dog. My dogs are huge.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about... Alright, Paimon will start. First, Andrean chili chicken! Also, Adeptus Temptation.
All Paimon's doing is talking about food. I haven't eaten anything today.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something? So, the balladeer is... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Find my Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
It is an emergency. Oop. As I like flung the screen all the way. I gotta finish. We gotta do our commission still. So that I can unlock all the stories so I can have even more quests. Like I don't have enough of them. I need to actually sit down and finish all my quests, so I just don't have any quests. Then I can work on like leveling up my characters and stuff. Ooh.
Ah, it's been a while.
I got like a... Pardon, I'd like to ask question.
Oh. Now there's a question The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of the art of forging practiced by most of the great swordsmith clan, but fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now,
For some reason, it didn't go in my mouth and went all over myself. Like, it went out the sides. And it's, like, on my neck. And, like, it went down my shirt. Like, that was terrible. Now I'm gonna be all sticky with Monster? Like, what the heck? Oops.
if my memory serves me right, you yourself were present.
Oh, yeah, we were. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden
In fact, this was not made known. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a... There is no harm in telling you the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murder...
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that, knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives. Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickened the smith's death, though heroic in his heart. The whole powerless and destitute, alas. If only the story could have ended there. Finally, he made a drastic decision. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even... But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday. My pleasure.
So he still exists. So it's like the one guy still died. Gotta go to the place. Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, there's a thing right there. Oh, I have it marked. Okay. I don't have a key for it, but I have it marked. Up, up.
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello.
The commissioner is out on business.
That guy's voice does not match like what he looks like.
If it were anyone else,
we'll be heading in then.
Hello, dears. Of course, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. As for the commissioner himself...
So pretty much business as usual.
The guy looks like the guy from... Oh my goodness. Oh. He was a bit bulkier than the one guy. The like main guy.
right then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taking
very well. Safe travel.
Yeah, he's definitely bulkier. His face is nowhere near the same though. Hair, yeah. Speaking of, so I was on the phone with like my brother and we were talking about something. And he goes, he yells something about box trolls. He looks like a troll. I'm like, who you calling a troll? He's like, not you. And I'm like, who are you calling a troll? He's like, not you. I'm like, so you're calling my husband a troll? He's like, no. And then in the background, I hear someone yell, maybe a goblin. And like, my brother was like, no, maybe a beefy samurai. You're a troll. Just kidding. Oh my. Saber, bro.
What kind of person comes to a place like this?
Hey, I wasn't
Sure you were.
He was pondering.
Why are you?
Oh, he said to Tarisina.
Oh, is there something you want to know about?
Morning.
My name's Xavier.
Xavier? Xavier. It's Xavier. Not Xavier. It's Xavier.
If there's anything you want to know, just ask. Like the back of my
I
hand.
don't know, that bothered me tremendously for some reason.
Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live. Oh, well, I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost.
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine. They say he was a mechanic who could.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier
Oh, I didn't realize you two were.
Me neither.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono. I do know the word. Ina's, but sadly, I've never had the pleasure. Of course.
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Traveler's the only one that remembers anything.
Sure, but keep your smile, Spino Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will
Spino Crocodile.
Come on, you gotta keep. Alright.
Oh my goodness, that was cute. Echoes of history. They're very echoey. Very history. Teleport. Oh, teleport. But bum. I'm still like processing what the podcast I listened about Magic while we were streaming. I'm not really happy with the state of the game and what they just said. Hey, it's them. They're pointing at me. What did I do?
You're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment.
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed.
Still looking for more info about Tarisuna, huh? Should we?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh?
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
I'm not reading all this. There's too many words.
Well, what do do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from...
What did you find out? Something...
It's a long story.
Wow. So many details. Thank you so
I'm just
much
waiting.
for sharing that with us.
Well, well. Ugh. So there's no...
This new information...
Yes, okay. Point taken. You were...
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out any...
Will do.
Well, you guys stopped me from doing what I was gonna do. So, double that. I'm okay. I'm just, oh. I'm a little bit depressed that one of the games I've been playing for like almost 20 years is dying.
Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole... The Balladeer? You look...
Oh no.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
I have to tell you the truth.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the But how? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone... So, you believe this person really existed? And we just... Yes. Theoretically, the Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also... So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been... Paimon's having a hard time understanding this... I can only make inferences based on the... Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have he couldn't keep hating humans after that. The story makes sense. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. That power then enabled him to change... Yeah, it does make sense. It just feels so hopeless. He gave every... Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of... What is it? A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
Fairy tale time.
Is this a fairy tale? I authored this record myself. Huh? You? When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear... Hold on. So this record... Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records, changing the information in Irminsul, but Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer... That's incredible! And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present, but if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerged...
The true story.
Once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family. Once in a while, The monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet, furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, the monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and
murdered it.
The gray fox. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, the foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take the fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, never again would it cherish a single creature.
I like how this cat looks just like the freaking balladeer.
To swallow the moon, and I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the balladeer's sword to become a god. He was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside. It's hard to believe that this person really exists. Paimon has no memory of him at all. The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, it sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. So the answer is not everything.
Shut up, stomach.
To find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, to others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination.
Hold on. I'm very interested in the stocks right now.
That is what you have been doing all along. Yeah, Nahita's right. Good idea. You got it. Come on, let's go get a snack for one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to
Paimon's always talking about food. She's like, you know what we should do? We should go eat. Eat food, you know. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go see how many I need 1600 because I don't have any of those things. But we're getting closer. I'm trying to get him. We'll just have to see where, how, who, why, what. And for any of those that are watching and wish to join my world, you have to say something and don't be demanding. Be like, hey, you know, you have a lower world level than me. Can I join? And then I'm going to say, I'm doing Archon Quest right now, so I probably need to not be in multiplayer. Just like we had that random person join yesterday that was like, let me join your world. How about ask nicely? Okay, thanks. Like, I don't mind it. Oh, this guy can duel. Oh, we gotta reach player level 10 to duel him. Well, F you anyway. Take a walk. Yep, we're walking.
We're here! What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Shut up, stomach. You can eat in a second. It's like.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. What is it? Have you why'd you jump up on...
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill.
He's right there. He's trying to live as a normal people.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think you're right. Maybe it's the...
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
Tackle him!
Who?
You're a strange one. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to...
No, please. I mean it.
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me. I'll find some...
Stop. I'm gonna love... You don't want money. You don't take...
That's right. We can talk more about that later.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay
Follow
outside.
Go. We're gonna be super sneaky. Where is he? I guess let's just teleport over there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wanted to see if this button works. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, this'll do.
Okay, so I have to fix that.
Even though you say he's the ballad... Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them. Huh? You two over there. You've been following me all the way from the city. No, we haven't met. I have no recollection.
Are you
Sorry, but I just can't take...
a puppet?
Huh?
You were right.
I guess you do know me after all. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've...
Seems like he erased like his own memory as well.
I'm sure whatever it is must be...
Are you okay? I'm just tired. Like, so... I have these made now. And I have these ones. And I have 2 more sitting in the molds. But I gotta make 3 more of those family ones. And then I gotta make... Then I have to do a new editing of the next one I'm gonna do. And I have to make like 7 of those. So it's just... It's taking a long time, and that's okay, but... So I have 1 more of the love and 1 more of the family curing right now, and they'll be done in the morning. But it takes 24 hours for them to cure. And I do have to get more resin.
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you.
And let's return to this...
Are we gonna take him to... It's so nice. Do you ever find a print of bunny ear? I forgot about that, to be honest. And my 3D printer has been so, like, fudged. But that also gives me a good idea. Now that I'm doing resin, I could maybe print out cat ears, put a resin front, and put lights inside it to make them light up. That'd be cool.
Oh, you really went and picked. Something's come up, and they need.
But I gotta fix the 3D printer again.
What?
It's just.
I get it, okay? But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird. But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it.
But I don't. No. You're right.
Okay.
Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
I'll work on the freaking 3D printer. I do have to print something for my mom on it. So I do need to fix it. I've just been lazy with it since I didn't actually need to use it. And like, cause I was trying to print out the Bowsette crown and it pissed me off so much that I just haven't touched it since.
We can go now.
Alright, come with me and you'll see that I'm going to give you back your imagination. Okay. Or we could trade. We can trade in sausages. I know that sounds I showed Hubs those sausages that you sent me a picture of. He's like, ooh, those look good. Lights is like, I don't get it.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember.
But he doesn't seem to remember. I come back to sausages. Yes.
Say that you were trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots.
Yeah, we'll trade sausages.
But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past.
I wouldn't call it the past, but I don't like to rely on using terms like this often.
American breakfast sausage. Sure.
It ought to be called, like a past? Yes. Something far more distant.
Okay, I have to. Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. If it's that difficult to talk about, but I'll be able to handle it.
Is truth something you care?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous you nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. Adamantly believe actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit.
I gave everything I had.
In terms of the outcome alone.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place, and
that is the nature of truth.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Of course, Danger pops in with that.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah,
If we were enemies, what?
Damn it, Danger! There, it finally worked.
But now he's got so much to answer for, but we can't.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a god of wisdom, I trust that everything you.
Yes, it's all true.
Please, I want to see them from.
Even though it will cause your present self.
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me.
Very well. Wait, shouldn't we go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might...
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise it? Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
We will be... Let me hold your hand as I take you in this tree. For you shall be with me. Elemental P.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extract. These memories will show you the raw truth. Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
No, I'm going with you.
All right.
Wanderer.
My daughter has a crush on you, so you know I gotta protect the future son-in-law.
This is kind of like his birthplace.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe. No, there's no way. Hmm? There's someone. You're awake. What? Not a scratch. And
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. And the rest is history. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimon, as the second-in-command at Tatarasuna, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live
We
a
gotta
long
go in
happy
this hole.
life?
I'm just looking to see if there's any chests hidden. I always like hidden chests. That sounded weird. Oh, look. Look at that. Hidden chest.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name. Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
I don't know what that button did, but I pushed it. How do we get out of here? Oh, there's something over here. I'm just gonna be on this. I don't care. I think I turned that on because I, you know, just there's a... Ow! That was rude. What the heck? Just drop something on my head.
Whoa, this is where you were born?
I was abandoned, like you.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but he kept coughing all the time.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the ballad after his mother, after leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who... What happened to the child? He died from his illness while he was still...
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
Poor kid. The guy just wanted to save you. Looking random chests. Freaking lady, why are the memories you created like trying to kill me? Hello, chestes.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Stop hurting me. I gotta collect all these vegetables. Yeah. Oh, there's more guys. I was like concerned with getting the veggies that I didn't even notice these guys. It's okay. I want to hurry up and kill them before. Ah, he got his thing. Alright. I still did him. This looks like I can whack this over here, though. Yeah. Secret stuff. Oh, there's nothing secret. Oh, there is. I just couldn't see it. Everything was just still shiny. Yeah, remember, you guys have to talk at least once so that the bot can see that you're there, so you can start getting points.
Paimon knows this place in the original version of events. Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over the—
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all from—
What do you have to gain? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss?
What a sharp funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still—
Surely you're not—
I just can't have you getting in my way.
I'm merely lighting a little— Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still— Look at you. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Feast! A rare roast beast!
Forget it.
The plot does not end here.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to
He's.
express
Oh,
yourself?
I was gonna say. Oop, she's dead, but this isn't her.
Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Just fighting so like an awesome fighter person. Oh, they weren't even that way. They were that way a second ago. Oh, I thought she was dead. Alright, let's see if there's any chests first. Hello? Can I have some gold, please? Guess none. Hi, Luna. Oh. Oh, this is where we fought him.
Considering that a more—
Welcome. I look...
When do we start?
You seem impatient.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible, in the event that a successful—
Nothing worse than what I've been through before.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw—
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact—
The doctor again?
That person? gives off a very sinister.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the big. Let's move on.
Oh, is there any? I can go over here. But it got mad at me. It's like, stop! You can't go that way. I want to.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is you, just as you.
In your eyes?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self? Whoever has tasted the joy.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, no matter the consequences, can you return my memories to?
Huh? But one.
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. With each person as a puppet living in a human world.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. Are you sure you want?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me, but then I met you. And I fought. I've always felt I have an innate so I beg you. Grant.
Very well. Since your mind is made up.
Excuse me. That like belch came out of my nose.
Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
I had to fight this again.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end. This is trying my patience.
Okay. Now I have to fight him with him.
Have you got any more stupid questions? Churn!
Evil human!
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh wait, he can go higher? Howie.
The wind rises. My endless cycle begins.
Oop. Stop going in that.
Wretched vermin. Quit following me. Behold.
I think I'm like fighting way too reckless. Like I was almost dead.
Imbecile.
Disappeared.
What did you expect?
There's the tone of voice again. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on.
Are we BFFs now? It didn't give me a chest. Those things always give you a chest. That one didn't give me a chest.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon, Bella. You don't like being addressed by that?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, after learning about everything the doctor did, I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for...
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look few...
But that doesn't mean your own past...
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had. You weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can... Changing the world, changing what you were looking for, is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world won't...
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you...
Even if I'm completely worthless, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes. And I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire...
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about...
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my
Utility to others is what gives me worth. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the...
I'm glad you're able to think of it in a traveler. In the future, I'll continue to search, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly... I will try...
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out who's fated. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that... I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops, and some things in this world can never be... Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And what to be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose...
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer...
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Ooh! Paimon wants to pick it...
Why?
Because...
Then
A name is life's first gift. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new... No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name you're after...
Have you got...
I guess we're gonna. I don't want like. We're just gonna keep it as Wanderer. You can be Wanderer, my dude.
Sure? Oh, all right.
There. Now you have.
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't need everyone who manipulated me and
You mean the Fatui?
the doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, even though the events have been erased from the world,
I see. Huh? But
it's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. What's that look for? That day will come. All right. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
he's gone. What he went through today would have been like living an entire... Yeah, true. But even so, so we can finally go eat? Thank you both.
Oh my goodness, Paimon. She's like, yay, this is done. Food. I mean, that's how I am too. Like, after stream, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like, yay, stream is done. Food.
I've got it. I can end my novel.
You mean because
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe... The dark clouds had dissipated. Then, one night, as an old... all these expressions of joy. Life is a story.
I think there would be the best. Ooh, I got a cold chill to teleport. Then I can just go. I like for easier transportation in games. Oh, are we gonna go back to our house that for some reason we always get to go stay in? Like, by the way, here you go. Here's your house again.
Wow, good! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning?
You sound lost, and I know why you are troubled.
Huh? Is there
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. When a small animal, like a vase that falls, history does not change.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? Anyway, that face is still... Feels wrong just leaving it there.
That was a weird ending to that. Yes, random voice. Because I got something in my inventory. Okay, that's how I changed the names. I can only change it once with this. Okay. I'm like, what the heck do I have in here? I still gotta find one more shrine in Monostat for some reason. There's nothing... There we go. I'm like, there's nothing else left for me to click. Alright. So that was the ending of that. We're done with the new Archon quest. We played a little bit of the TCG that they added to this. And I listened to the Magic podcast. The Magic podcast that I'm not particularly so fond of right now. yes, I hope you have a wonderful day too. I'm gonna go start Pokemon Violet so that I can get all the Violet Pokemon and legendaries and stuff. But I'm not gonna like extensively play it like I did Scarlet. Like Scarlet's gonna be my main one. And then I'm gonna go back to Scarlet and play on that. I'm up to 4 shinies. 4. 2 of them are freaking bugs, and if you guys don't know, I do not run bugs at all. Like, I just don't like bug Pokemon. My brother loves bug Pokemon though, so like I'm waiting for him to get me like get a shiny Eevee so that he trades me for one of these. I'm evil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna go eat and go play some Pokemon. And tomorrow there's no stream because we're doing a little family trip. This is the first time we got to do something as a family, like almost for like years. Like just us 4. It's been like years to do something nice. Probably like pre-COVID. So like I'm excited for this. And I will see you guys